Okay, good morning. My name is Colin Simmons from Birmingham in the United Kingdom, and it's my pleasure to be here today just to run through a short presentation. I want to explain to you all an industry that came my way only, since last October of 2018, and here we are now at the end of March 2019. So less than 6 months ago is when I saw this whole industry I'm going to talk to you about today. I have a background in multi-level marketing, home-based business. I have a background in traditional business. I've done all sorts with the aim of creating that residual income that will see me into old age. The bottom line is, though, in my home-based business, I've had successes and I've had many failures. And I do believe it's totally down to the industries that I was involved in as well. It's not easy to actually get that residual income you're looking for from home. I needed something better. In the last 18 months, I've been involved in cryptocurrency. Again, if anybody knows about cryptocurrency, that's a very up and down business. And again, it could be really big one day. Now, at the end of October, a good friend of mine called Duncan Wood called me up and said, "Colin, I need you to have a look at what's landed on my desk. This is like nothing I've seen before, and I can see that it's going to be huge around the globe." Duncan knows that I was very busy, but because he called me, I said, "Duncan, tell me about it. What is it?" He said, "I'm not going to tell you about it. I've got a video that explains it better than I can." I thought, okay, send me the video now. I'll watch it now. So he sent me the video. I watched the video, and I was blown away with what I saw on this video. I could see a way that I could actually get results instantly. I could see quite clearly that this is something that is going to explode around the globe. So I called Duncan back and I said, "Look, I know a handful of people that need to see what you just shared with me. Would you be good enough to jump on a call in the afternoon? I'll get at least 10 people together on a call, and you just show them what you've shown me." And that's exactly what we did. So we shared this opportunity with about 10 people. They all saw it and said, "Yes, I'm in." So that same day that I joined this industry, I received over $750 straight into my bank account that same day. I've never experienced success like that so quickly. So this is what I want to share with everybody today. So I'm going to run through, first of all, the problem which has meant that this solution has come around. And the problem really is the banking world, the financial world. As hopefully most of you know, that most of the world is in debt. Countries are in debt. Individuals are in debt. Most of this is formed because of the way the banks work. They lend money that's not even theirs. They create this debt. We're all in a cycle of debt. You've got to ask yourself, how can that debt be broken? How can these countries get out of debt? I don't think it can happen until we have the latest invention, obviously, which is the internet. The internet is an industry changer. We've seen what the internet can do with the taxi industry. We've seen what the internet can do with the retail industry. I totally believe that the internet and the power of people helping people will get people out of the situation, the financial situation that we've been put in place by the likes of the banks. I'm talking about an industry called crowdfunding. Now, this is fundraising, as it used to be called, but because it's a crowd, it's a group of people as a community helping each other fundraise. This has grown at an incredible rate because of the growth of the internet. It has grown because of the growth of smartphones. The whole globe is now connected via smartphones. Everybody is online, which meant that the whole idea of crowdfunding has just excelled and excelled and excelled. And this, I believe, is the way that people will get themselves out of debt. It's a way that we no longer need to rely on asking a bank to provide us with money, then we have to pay it back plus interest. This is the way that people can help people around the globe grow. Now, this actually is nothing new. My older generation have been crowdfunding between their small communities for many, many years. They would put their money together and help one person. Then the next month they put their money together and help another person. This is nothing new. What's new now is the power of social media, the power of technology to get the whole globe as one global community. So who is involved in crowdfunding? What I've done here, I've put together just a handful of main players that are involved in crowdfunding. You may well have recognized some of these names. The likes of Facebook, Just Giving, GoFundMe, Impact101, PayPal. There are some major players here that are doing some big things in this industry. So how big is this industry? How fast is it growing? Well, industry experts have looked at what's going on with crowdfunding, and they've seen it's growing at 136% a year. That's big. And again, the source for this is crowdfundinginsider.com. So you can go and research this for yourself. But it makes sense to me to be involved in an industry that's growing at such an incredible rate, because then you put yourself at an advantage. Another key indicator of how well this industry of crowdfunding is becoming is when you get a well-known payment processor, such as PayPal, enable you to be able to crowdfund using their global platform. This is major, because the idea of PayPal actually doing something like this, they would have had to spend millions to get this into place. Another key indicator, or another platform that's doing extremely well, is Facebook. If you could just mute your mic, Samsung Galaxy, that would be great. Facebook is a global platform that everybody knows. And I urge you after this call to go onto Facebook, type into the address bar fundraisers. You'll see this page I'm sharing with you now. And if you scroll to the bottom of that page, you'll see that big blue bar there where it says, raise money for a personal cause. This platform, Facebook, will allow anyone in the world to donate to your cause. That's big. That tells you that this is a global industry. It's not just restricted to one country. Can anybody crowdfund? Well, actually, yes, they can. And this is one of the hardest things for most people to understand. You don't have to be a big company or a charity. You know, we are conditioned to understand it's only charities that fundraise on a big scale. It's only big organizations that are able to do this. Well, actually, no, every individual, if they wanted to, is able to fundraise. You just need to be 18 years old, over 18. You need a mobile phone that has access to the internet or a computer. It's as simple as that. A typical example of this is a story that I found just before Christmas of 2018. There was a broke gentleman in the UK that didn't know how he was going to get through Christmas. So he set himself up with a GoFundMe page at the time. He set up a campaign to say, I need some help to raise some money for Christmas to help my 5 children have a fantastic Christmas. People helping people. People decided to donate to him to help him have a great Christmas. He ended up raising £2,000 in a short space of time. Now, what I like about this is you look at the detail. You can see the different social media platforms that he used to share his story. We can see it was shared 19,000 times. Now that is people sharing his campaigns. That's people helping people. Incredible. So people will say to me, is this legal? Well, actually crowdfunding is 100% legal. Carol, could you mute your mic, please? In the UK, we have the FCA, which is the Financial Conduct Authority. They have actually studied crowdfunding at a deeper level, and they have categorized it into 4 different types. Loan-based and investment-based are categories that are regulated by the FCA. That means you need to have a license to be able to crowdfund for an investment. You need to have a license to be able to crowdfund to offer loans to people. The industry I'm talking about today is donation-based, prepaid, or reward-based. This part of crowdfunding is not regulated by the FCA. This is the area that the likes of Facebook, GoFundMe, Just Giving, these are all donation-based crowdfunding platforms. Here, I'm just sharing with you the size of the market and the big players in the market. GoFundMe is most definitely the biggest player in the crowdfunding market. Now, they've been going since 2009, I think it is. So not long at all. And in that time, they've done $5 billion in donations. I read an article recently that in the last year and a half, GoFundMe raised on their platform over $10 million. Now, the way that the likes of GoFundMe works is they will charge a fee for you to send a donation on their platform. This is how they make their money. This is why they do it. Now, if that fee is something like 4.5% on every donation that is sent, and they've done $10 million worth of donations in the last year and a half, you can work out how much they have earned in the last year and a half. 450 grand. Very, very simple, just for providing a platform and charging a fee on every donation that's done on their platform. That's fine for them. But we find now that in 2019, we have a new kid on the block, Impact101. Impact101 has come around because the industry needed a different way of crowdfunding. It's a huge industry, but there needed to be a better way that will help more and more people around the globe. The brains or the founder of Impact101 is a gentleman called Frank Savidio. As it says on screen, he's got 45 years success in business, 20 years marketing and sales experience. In 2002, he formed Castle Rock Research. In 2011, he formed his latest company, which is called QRGL Marketing Incorporated, with his business partner, Hans Luhmann. They formed that business, QRGL Marketing, and they've added an Impact101 platform to that business as part of what they offer at QRGL Marketing Limited. So they formed that obviously in 2019. Hans Luhmann, again, is Frank's business partner. These guys have been working together for many, many, many years. And the main thing about these two slides to get across to you is that these guys are very capable. They know exactly what they are doing in this industry. They are technology people that have put together an incredible system. And again, 2019 is when they decided that they saw what was going on in the peer-to-peer, which is person-to-person crowdfunding arena, and said that they can actually do a better job. They have the skills, they have the technology to put together a better platform to help more people around the globe. Now, that sounds great, but what have they actually done? Well, we've only been around for just over 2 months. And in the first 2 months, Impact101 is now in 129 countries around the globe. You may well see your country flag on this page here. That tells you that Impact101 has a member in that country. When something is this good, it spreads very quickly around the globe. And in order for it to spread very quickly around the globe, the whole system has to work really well. And again, it's just an indication that these guys know exactly what they are doing. So my question to you is, why this company? Why Impact101? Well, if I came to you at the beginning when any of these companies that I've shared with you today had started, and you said, yep, I want to get involved with that company, how wealthy would you be today? So we know that timing for anything is always important. So the timing is now. Impact101 started on the 17th of January 2019. Here we are now in the middle of March. I can't think of a better time to start. What I'll do now is go into a bit more detail about why this platform has actually been so successful. And to give you an idea how successful it has been, in just over 2 months that this platform has been around, this platform has actually seen donations go from person to person to the value of $1.1 million. 1.1 million in just over 2 months. Where I shared with you that GoFundMe, we know, have done 10 million in the last year and a half. But they have been going for many, many years. So there's a big difference as to how this works, as to how that works, why this is already proving to be even more successful. What we have in Impact 101 is a single platform. It's a crowdfunding and marketing system that allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation grid forever. And I'll explain a donation grid as we go along. Impact 101 is based on a 2x2 grid process. And this actually is the most successful 2x2 follow me donation process in history. I personally have witnessed this type of process in action before, and I've seen how well it does work. It works extremely well. The nice thing about it being a 2x2, it means I show this to two people who show this to two people. That's an end of the grid. It means that you are likely to get help from people above you within this system, and you're likely to get help from people below you within the system, because it's a team crowdfunding system. You don't need to be a person that has to share this with the whole world. It's a whole team thing. What I like about this, and one of the main things that really got my attention about this, is that Impact 101 is a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. In layman's terms, that means it's a person-to-person crowdfunding system. That means that not 1 cent of the donation that I send to somebody goes through Impact 101. That donation would go from my bank account directly to that person's bank account, or from my PayPal account directly to that person's PayPal account, or however they would like to receive that donation. Every donation that I receive from around the globe, from people I don't know, will come directly to my bank account, directly to my PayPal account, directly to my Uru account, or directly to my Bitcoin wallet. Not 1 cent goes to the company, the company of QRGL Marketing. So the question is, well, why would they even bother to put this together if they're not going to receive anything out of the donations that we send? Well, firstly, they provide us with an easy to navigate, totally automated, feature-rich dashboard. And again, they are guys that understand technology. They give us all the stuff that we need in real time, so we know exactly who we're going to donate to, and the system will tell us who is going to donate to us. Now, for that, we would pay Impact 101 a license fee to be able to use the platform of Impact 101. That fee is $25 for 6 months. That's it, $25 for 6 months. You could pay for a whole year at $40, which is a good discount. So, what is it? How does it all work? Well, there are 3 simple steps to actually getting going with this platform. Number 1, you would register. So that's where you would send the $25 to the platform. And that's the only money you ever send to the platform. You then want to become an active donor. So you're now going to donate to 2 people in the system. Impact 101 will tell you exactly who you need to donate to. You send a donation to those 2 people, you are now classed as an active donor, and you will be at the head of your own grid. And there in front of you is a grid. That is a 2x2 grid. 2 people, you find 2 people, that's a completed grid. Your job number 2 now is to help your 2 people that you've shared this with find their 2 people. Those 2 people find 2 people. That's a total of 6 people. That is a completed donation grid. A bit more showing you this in example. Now, we'll say here we're talking about the $40 grid. So there you are. You've joined, you've registered with Impact 101. You want to be in the $40 grid, so you're prepared to donate $40 to 2 people. Impact 101 will tell you who to send the donation to. That $40 will be split between the 2 people. So you send $20 to one person directly to how they would like to receive it, and you send $20 to another person, directly how they would like to receive it. You are then sitting at the top of your own donation grid. You've got two empty spaces right below you, and then there's 4 empty spaces right below them. The first person that you talk to about Impact 101 and explain to them that if they like the idea of sending a donation to somebody, they are able to receive donations themselves, they would fall into that first spot. So let's say you've introduced Sue, you're in Canada, and you've introduced Sue in the UK. Sue registers, she's donated, she would donate half of her $40 would go to you because you're the person that's told Sue about it, and the other half would go to somebody above you. Let's say you've spoken to somebody called Bill in the USA. Bill goes, fantastic, I will register with Impact101 and I'll spend their $25. They're happy now to donate at the $40 grid. So $20 would go to you and $20 would go to somebody above you. Sue and Bill would now say, right, now I'm going to share this with my own people. Now you may not know their people. So Sue would go and share this with Sally in Australia. Sally would donate $20 to Sue. And because this is part of your donation grid, Sally would donate $20 to you. Straight to your bank account, straight to your PayPal account, straight to your Bitcoin wallet. And you might not even know Sally. Sue might introduce Jack in China. Jack decides that he would like to become an active donor, and he will donate $20 to Sue and $20 to you because this is your donation grid. Bill will do exactly the same thing with Tom and Dan. They, again, because they are part of your donation grid, they would donate $20. Half of what they are donating would go to you. You've now completed this donation grid. You've received 6 donations of $20. If you remember, you donated $40 in the first place. You've received $120 in donations. That's a win-win situation. That's only on the $40 level. What I'm showing you here is that Impact 101 has 8 different levels. Starting at the $40 level, it goes right up to the $4,800 level, which is level 8. Anybody from day one can start in as many of these grids as you like. You don't have to be on the first one and then go to the second one. In fact, the smart thing to do is you start as high as you are comfortable. But bear in mind, you're always in the lower grids as well. For example, if you decided, well, I could start at the $600 level, and that's actually where I personally started. I was also donating in the $300 level, the $150 level, the $80 level, and the $40 level, all on day one. So if you add those up, you'll work out how much I donated on day one. It's over $1,170. But once I donated on those levels, I'm then classed as an active donor on those levels. I'm then able to receive donations, 6 times donations on each level. So on level 5, the $600 level, once I've sent my donation, I'm then able to receive 6 donations of $300. That's $1,800. At the same time, I'm also in level 4, the $300 level. I'm able to receive 6 donations of $150. That's got a total of $900. And so on with the lower grids as well. But somebody could start on just level 1 if that's where they are comfortable. Yeah, as I said, you donate $40, $20 between 2 people. You are then looking at receiving from your donation grid $6, 6 donations of $20, $120. What I'm showing you is just an example for purposes, for purposes only. This isn't a guarantee. It depends on how well you actually build your grids. Impact 101 provide a very detailed and easy to follow dashboard. As you can see on the bottom, you've got all the zeros. That is actually the nerve center where they've got all the zeros. If on the first one, donation to send, there was number 1, that's telling you that you have a donation to send. So you click on that because it would be orange, and it'll tell you exactly who it is you need to send a donation to, and it'll give you their details of how they'd like to receive that donation. And you can see that all the way along. Now the green bar at the top is quite important. That is the progress bar. That would show you the steps you need to do when you first join. Step number 1 is you pay your membership, your $25 or your $40 for the year. You would then choose which grids you would like to be in. And like I said already, you want to be in as high as grid as you possibly can, you comfortably can. You would set up your payment options, payment methods of how you would like to receive donations from people around the globe. You would then send a donation to your inviter, and then you'll send a donation to another person as it's told. That is your job done. Now, when you're paying for your license in the first place, The nice thing about Impact 101 is they give you lots of options of how you can actually send your $25 to Impact 101. You can see down the bottom, you could pay by PayPal, Stripe, Dash, Bitcoin. You could get a prepaid token from the person that's inviting you. Or we've just added WeChat and AliChat. These are major improvements to the way people can actually join Impact 101. The nice thing about these guys as well is that there's so much detail in your back office. You have a complete breakdown for your accountant of who you've paid, who you've sent a donation to, and who you've received a donation from. So everything is tracked. I've shared with you that Impact 101 has spread around the globe at an incredible rate in a very short space of time. And this has happened because we have a simple system for success. There's no selling involved. It's just asking people a simple question. Could you use some more money? The reason I asked is I found something that's real special that's working very well for a lot of people. I don't know if it would be for you or not, but if I send you a couple of short videos that explain it, would you be open to having a look? Something like that. That's all that we do all day long. We share our landing page or our website. People can see, they can watch the videos that explain it all. They get registered and they're on board. Very simple. Now, with Impact 101, we also get a mobile landing page that we can use for any other business. Now, this is something that QRGL Marketing have been selling for many years. These mobile landing pages sell for $250 a year. We get an extra one for free that we can offer to anybody we like. So there's definitely value with Impact 101. Now, that really is the end of the presentation. I urge you to get back to the person that has told you about this presentation and get all your questions answered. And thank you for listening to me today.